You want to build your next level desk setup that will become the most practical and inspiring place to create videos. But a desk designed for video creation is different from a classic desk, requiring specific details and optimizations. After this video, you will have clarity about the process of building a desk setup perfect for video creation in tiny spaces, having everything you need on the desk itself. I have been using this approach for over 3 years. I explore and test new variations all the time, and I will share everything with you for inspiration so you can build a better version that fits your needs perfectly. First, you will discover why the everything on the desk approach is extremely convenient. Second, I will show you what gear I use. And third, the most important optimizations that will transform your video creation process immediately. Why the everything on the desk approach is extremely convenient. Most beginner creators don't have a dedicated room to shoot videos. Also, having a generous space doesn't happen often, but the majority of us can have our own desk. And if you have the entire setup on your desk, you save a huge amount of space. This is the most important part. If you have a well-built setup, for the background, you can even use a boring wall with some small RGB lights and that's it. But here is one hidden aspect that beginners don't realize at first, and it's the most important one to shoot faster, easier, and better. The key to being productive and confident when shooting videos and also having speed is to be extremely familiar with the setup and the place you shoot. Because I don't need to waste time every time I record a video finding good framing, readjusting all the camera settings, repositioning the lights, and running tests to see if everything will look great. I sit on my chair, turn on the camera and the lights, and press record. The setup is ready to rock anytime. I know every detail of it. I know exactly how to set everything up, and the speed when it comes to shooting is wild. Everything on the desk approach is exceptional for creators who shoot in tiny rooms, don't want to occupy an entire room with tripods, cables, or stands, and optimize the shooting process for speed, quality, and save their focus for more important aspects like scripting, presenting, connection with the audience, and strategy. Now, for inspiration, I will show you what gear I use to shoot my videos and why. Because if you choose the wrong gear, the creation process will be difficult, muddy, and it will drag you down more than help you. I will also give you free resources to go in depth about every aspect of the setup. The tabletop is from IKEA. The name of it is Edison. It's a simple 5.2 feet by 2.6 feet desk. I will start with the core of the setup, my camera rig. I keep it on the right side because in this room I like to shoot at an angle and also have space on the desk for the big monitor. There is no hidden reason for shooting at an angle is the most convenient for me in this space. You can place the camera rig straight on the left. This placement depends on your background and what you want to show in the frame. I use my Sony ZV-10 Mark I combined with the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens to achieve that professional blur behind me and to keep the camera close enough to reach and change something if I need to. Everything is attached to this small tripod, the VT20 from SmallRig. I like it because it's aluminum built and has the perfect height for desk use. Don't worry, I will add affiliate links in the description for all the equipment presented in this video. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission, and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. I use the Elgato prompter to read my scripts, and I connect it to my laptop via a USB-C high-speed hub. And to control the prompter, I use the Stream Deck XL. I connect the camera to the PC using the Camlink 4K capture card only to monitor the shot and check the framing before I start filming and make sure that everything looks okay. After I press record, I don't like to see myself because it's distracting. I record the video on the SD card in the camera, transfer the files after, and sync the video with the audio in DaVinci Resolve. I don't record on PC because OBS can sometimes drop frames, introduce artifacts, and cause other issues. You will obtain the best quality by recording on the SD card. Another thing you will see on my rig is an NPF battery attached to an NPF adapter plate that powers the camera through a dummy battery. And all accessories are attached using small magic arms from SmallRig. The rig is mobile, I can easily readjust the framing, and it's built for speed and high quality at a great cost for what it offers. I will add a dedicated video in the description to check the rig in depth if you want more info about it. Let's move to the lights. Choosing the lights, it's a difficult job because the right ones can help you more than you imagine, but if you choose the wrong ones, it can make the creation process and the quality a mess. I use two light panels, clearly attached to the desk. This will not only save space, but it will also help me with the overhead shooting rig to create those great shots from above, you will see immediately. I use two Godox ES45s that come with the desk stands in the box and remotes to control them. The lights are thin with adjustable color temperature, and the best part, these don't have fans inside that create annoying noise in videos. I bought these big professional lights with a softbox in the past because everyone recommended them. I wasted my money because for a small space, those are too big, the softbox is so inconvenient, the heat created by the lights and the noise, it's not that great. So 4 years ago, I purchased these exact two lights and I still use them today. And I can control them using the included remotes. I like it because I don't depend on a computer or a phone app to control my lights. Let's move to the audio setup because you hear this all the time and it's true. Audio quality is more important than video quality, and I will come back to the optimizations about lighting and other aspects. I record the audio separately, and most of the time I use a shotgun microphone positioned close to my mouth. I like the 8875R from Audio-Technica because it's a great combination of price, quality, size, and exceptionally low noise. Sometimes I use dynamic mics like the SM7B or the RE320. I like all of them, it's just a matter of preferences and voice. For a while now, I have been using the SSL2 Mark II audio interface because sometimes when I take some tests I need two preamps. When I need one mic and I need portability, I use the Scarlett Solo 4th generation. This is a phenomenal little interface. And to position the mic, I use the newer LP mic arm. This is perfect for any mic, heavy or light, and great for positioning the mic on the fly. And now, to edit everything, I use my MacBook Pro M2 Pro 16GB of RAM, 16-inch. For me, it's enough. Sometimes when I have a huge number of layers and effects in the Fusion page, it gets a little laggy, but I don't care. And the monitor is the BenQ PD2706UA. I use it primarily for reading, writing, and researching, but because it's on the desk, I also edit on it. I'm used to editing on the laptop display, so this is not a must for me. And I like the original arm that comes with it. It's super useful to position the monitor perfectly. But here comes the beauty. How does this specific gear help me with optimizations? These particular lights are essential for me because, number one, being small and light, I can bounce them off the wall in front of me to create this diffused light that helps me avoid hard shadows and reflections in my glasses. Yes, both lights are facing the wall in front of me and the light comes from the wall, which is extremely soft. Also, because of these lights, I have the perfect build to attach a bar between them using a few adapters to create a great overhead shooting rig. That's essential for me. I don't need to drill holes or add more tripods in the room. I have a dedicated video about this build if you want to see exactly every piece and how I connect them. I will add a link in the description. But the best part comes when I take an overhead shot and I need soft light without ugly shadows. All I have to do with this setup is point the panels at the ceiling, and the light coming from the ceiling will be soft, and it's perfect for this purpose. Like this, I have perfect soft light when shooting a talking head video, perfect light when I shoot using an overhead rig, and I save space by keeping everything attached to the desk. And another huge optimization, it's about monitoring. Because I use a capture card to monitor my shots, I can see the camera and check the shot on the big screen and see clearly if everything is okay. But I attached another longer HDMI cable from the overhead rig, and when I shoot from above, I disconnect the camera from the rig, connect the overhead rig cable, and see everything perfectly. Every single detail matters when you create videos, and saving space is extremely important. So, build the most convenient camera rig for yourself based on your needs. Choose your lights carefully because they're more important than you imagine, and optimize everything to be ready in a few minutes when you want to shoot something. But you can have the best desk setup for nothing. Choosing the wrong camera rig will result in low quality videos in the end. And I will give you a dedicated video where I show every piece of my talking head rig optimized for quality, speed, and good price. Watch this video and build a setup that will be the best companion to you in the creation process.